I'm Opus. It's Labor Day, and it's a labor of love. And we're smoking hash today. Stay tuned. Show's coming right up. Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Opus, and Carly's back. Hey, Carly.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How was your weekend? It's a holiday.
It is a holiday.
But not for us.
No.
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 We're
hard.
here. It's
Mondays
Labor.
are never holidays for us.
No, I mean, but there are holiday Mondays.
That's true.
But we're here, we're working, and I hope you guys all at home are enjoying your holiday Monday. There's people here in the lounge chilling and vaping and smoking and puffing. Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is happening these days? There was fun on the weekend for some people. The zombie walk, yay!
Yeah.
Stoner Advisory's here, sitting over there behind the cam.
Oh, we don't have. We're not having a. We had a cam. Where did it go?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, there's a cam right there. There's another
didn't set
cam
it
over
up.
here. Jeremiah's
It's happening.
in the house. He's gonna hook up the
The us cam.
crowd cam.
That's right.
The producer cam.
Yes.
There you go. You can get the production cam on. And as I
There it
pointed out
is.
earlier, we've got this nice big chunk of hashish. Here, you want to smoke some? It's in here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
And we're using the old double bubbler. This an old
the
pipe
us
of
cam.
mine never
Nice.
has seen anything but hash.
Yo.
Well, actually, no, it's not true. It has seen weed, but not much. And then that was when I first bought it. And I realized how hard it was to clean when you smoke weed in it. I went, to hell with that. It only has hash now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, God. Show number 29. Ew. Rolling right through it, eh? And, we're here. This is the first show of September 7th, Labor Day. School starts tomorrow, I believe. Kids go back to school. So, as always, if you're driving, watch your speed because the cops just absolutely love to set up in school zones and stuff and grab people usually in the first week of school, speeding and rushing to drop off kids and stuff like that. So, be careful. And what else? We got a bunch of cool videos today. Oh, we might as well go right into the story about the, what's his name there? Hang on, let me just find him here. I really want to do it because it's funny. And we might as well start off with a funny story. Where is he? We were just talking about it before we went online. Oh, here he is.
Oh.
Yeah. Jerry Bance. That's right. You probably have heard about Jerry. He was the conservative candidate who was pissing in a homeowner's coffee mug during a Marketplace TV show Sting in 2012. And then dumping it in the homeowner's sink. That was good. I like that. There's the
echo for
delay.
you.
Woo! In case you didn't hear it the first time. And so I thought that was kind of funny. So as of today, he's no longer a candidate. I think it's kind of funny, though, that what's this? Bance, he's the conservative candidate, or was, in the battleground. I like the way they referred to it as the battleground. Toronto riding of Scarborough Rogue Park. He was a service technician for 25 years. He owns and operates Express Appliance Service. Well, you know now, don't call Express Appliance Service because the guy's going to come and piss in your mug.
What is with these people? Like, what?
The Conservative Party attracts the worst people possible. First of all, look at all the people they've appointed, Harper's appointed. Most of them are up for criminal charges or being investigated for criminal wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you've got a supporter who, Doug Ford supporter, conservative guy, what was his name? Cowan, going, thinks it's okay. Cheating on your tax returns is nothing, you lying piece of shit.
And is
you
stupid
lying
enough
piece
to
of shit.
insult the media
and
who's
it's
going to be reporting on the election.
Like-
to make your party look good.
The
Well
guy
done,
is
sir.
obviously a mental midget.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the type of people who support the Conservative Party.
Oh, no, exactly. These are the people that are attracted to that type of party. Well, because it's not a conservative party. It's only conservative in name. It is the Alliance. It really is. It's the conservative wing of the Alliance Party. And if you look at the Alliance Party when they first were formed and actually dig into the evidence or things that go on in the background of the individuals, they're a bunch of bigots and prohibitionists. Pretty much sums it up in general.
Yeah.
It just so happens to be that a lot of times bigots tend to be very conservative.
Yeah.
It's just the way it kind of goes. They're, when you're a racist fuck.
No kidding. Yeah.
Anyhow,
These guys are brutal, man.
so Marketplace is a TV show, or I don't know if it's still on, but they set up like sting operations, hidden cameras. So I remember seeing one they did here in Vancouver about car repair. So they would disable a car or, some minor thing that was easy to fix, and then take these cars to the garage and see what the mechanics, they would give them a real deal or try to soak them. And they were exposing people who with shady business practices, which is actually good. I think it makes great TV.
Yeah.
It's informative.
Yeah.
But they don't just pick people at random. They go after people who have had a lot of complaints to the Better Business Bureau. They're not usually blind tests, although sometimes they do, because they just want to get a sense of what's going on in the market.
Yeah. That's smart, though.
Oh, yeah,
Smart
great
though.
show. Good idea. Hell of an
Very
idea.
good.
Wish I had thought of it.
Yeah, they ambush people, but it's people who deserve it. It's people who shouldn't be taking advantage of their customers and are.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's like a secret
it's
shopper.
Public watchdog.
Yeah.
Basically, it's, taking up, doing what government often fails to do.
Exactly.
What about, who was that guy on CTV News they would call? He would always, every month or once a week, he would take somebody's case. So
Mike Duffy.
No, yeah, it was Mike Duffy. Mike Duffy. No, there was another guy that he would go investigate. Like if you were having problems with the government getting a rebate check or something, and you've been getting run around, and they would call this guy, so he would investigate. And usually they would once he got involved, it becomes a public story. So they go, oh no, well we'll take care of that, and then they sort it out for them or something, wrongdoings. There was a guy on CTV. It was on the news. One of their senior reporters, semi-retired guy. I forget his name now. There was that show. Maybe someone in the chat will remember. No, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, they're supposed to have ombudsmen, and they're supposed to have people who are actually looking out for the people themselves, but they never really do.
No. And they keep cutting the funds to those types of offices and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's hey, one of the happy cats, Corey's here. Right on. Good to see you, Corey. Speaking of the kind of low-life scumbags that are drawn to the Conservative Party, the real supporters. Here's another interesting story in CBC News Politics about healthcare flyers the Conservatives sent out about refugees with loaded questions. And I used to get some of these when I lived in the Alberni and Nanaimo riding from my MP, James Lunny. There were definitely loaded questions. They kind of give you a choice of here's the question, and they'll give you 2 choices or 3 choices, and the answers are completely loaded. And here, I'll give you an example. The question, of a recent flyer sent out by who was doing this? I'll tell you in a minute. Anyways, it was regarding the Syrian refugees. So the question was, should refugees get gold-plated dental, vision, and drug benefits? And the answers were given were no, it isn't fair to give better benefits to refugees than Canadians, or yes, give refugees better government benefits than Canadian citizens. This is what was sent out by the Conservatives, though.
Good choice.
You know, like, it's a direct reflection of the style of government you're going to get out of if you elect these kinds of people. This is their kind of thinking.
They're like ridiculous notions about the way things are, like basically entrenched into government is what you get. These guys are nuts.
Yeah,
This was a survey mailed out in 2012 by Scott Reid, the Conservative incumbent in the Ontario riding of Lanark, Frontenac, Kingston. Personal survey. What level of care benefits do you believe the government should provide to failed and fraudulent refugee claimants? That's the beginning of the question.
Yeah. You should give them everything.
And then the options they give you, the same coverage as average Canadians receive through provincial health insurance, whatever the hell that means.
Yeah.
Like average Canadians, what? You mean there's more than better than average Canadians and they get something special?
Right. If you're
What the
a
fuck's
conservative
going
party
I didn't even know that existed.
Those are rich people.
Okay. Well, another choice is extended coverage such as dental, eye care, and prescription meds that many Canadians do not have access to.
That's what Justin wants to give them.
Or the third check box you could check, failed in bold, refugee claimants should receive no publicly funded healthcare benefits. Again, these are like the loaded types of questions that conserve. Here's another good one. Sent out by Kelly Block, member of parliament, conservative member of parliament. Working hard for you, she writes, ending unfair benefits for refugee claimants. New arrivals to Canada have received dental and vision care paid for by your tax dollars, and they've had free prescriptions. Not anymore.
Stephen's going to put a stop to that. Just elect him again.
That's so
See, they try and whip up their base with these like fear-mongering, propagandistic statements.
Like, here's another one. This gun from, what's this guy? MP Lawrence Tote. What do you think? I agree with my MP Lawrence Tote. We must take additional action to protect Canada from terrorism. Or, I disagree. Terrorists are victims too.
What?
How about 3? Pee in a terrorist cup.
There is no third. No. Yeah, pee in his cup.
Yeah.
Can we? How about I want to pee in Lawrence's Tote's cup.
Yeah.
There you go. How about if I just shit on the hood of your car?
That's the A option in every conservative quiz now.
I think if these guys feel this is all right, somebody needs to jump up on the hood of their car when they're at a red light and take a shit.
That's so messed up.
These people are fucking damaged. They are sick, twisted individuals who have no business. And how they got in office is beyond me. I just can't figure it out. It's unreal.
A lot of religious folk go and vote. A lot of rich people.
I don't even think it's
Have
that. It's a
a lot
lot
of
of
money.
stupid people.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And the other side, and all the smart people don't even bother to show up because they're too busy looking after important shit in their lives. They're dealing with bullshit. And the rest of the people who have nothing better to do in their life don't know better. They just listen to they watch television, for God's sakes, and think they're informed.
Yeah.
It's true. So many people, I saw it on the news. Must be true. News is fucking bullshit. It's all just repeaters. Repeating over and over the same story. Go to 6 o'clock news, and if you start flipping between the channels, you will see, or you PVR them. They're literally repeating the exact same stories, and they all have the same point of view on it.
Yeah, me and my mom were watching for the zombie walk clips because I had a friend say I was on the CTV News, and it was the exact same thing on all channels.
Yes.
Just different clips. And it was like so sensationalized. It was all about the Syrian, me and my mom boycotted news a while ago. It's bull. It's complete bull.
Well, that's why, we here at the 420 Lifestyle Show totally endorse people. Cut the cable. Just go online.
Yep.
You
Do
have
it.
much better variety and a whole lot of different points of view.
No
Educate
advertisement.
yourself. Well, there's advertisements, but it's easy to get around that stuff. You don't have to sit through it, and it doesn't come back over and over and over every 5 minutes.
You
And
can pay for services where there's no advertisements, though.
yeah,
like
true.
the Apple TVs
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
you can. There's all kinds of, yeah.
Which is way less expensive than paying for cable to massive companies that have way too much money as it is.
I saw a really good meme of an elderly woman, picture of an elderly lady, and she said, and what was it? She goes, I'm not a terrorist. I'm a well-educated, critical thinking, social media public event analyst or something along those. It was good anyways, but it was like, yeah, exactly. Somebody who's paying attention and informed is what they're saying, and not, being labeled, like the government wants to label people who are informed now, they're terrorists, they're acting up, they're against this, they're going to blindly go along with everything everybody says. That's it. Follow the government. They must be right. Well, that'll be good because actually, what's cool? That goes along with the top 10 list today. The top 10 list today isn't even a list that I'm going to tell you. It's a video. And it's the 10 dumbest questions asked on the web.
Oh.
We'll watch that later. I think we should watch another video right now just for snicks and giggles.
Just there's a 3-minute warning for 420.
A 3-minute warning for 420?
Oh.
3 minute. Oh, well, we won't watch that video. No, God. All right.
Decisions,
Let's watch this.
decisions.
Here's a good video. Let's watch the
I messed
promo for this new show coming to Pod TV very soon. Number 7 on the list. Yeah, this is check this one out, folks. This is awesome. I'm gonna smoke some more hash. We're gonna get this going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Token Tuesdays coming soon right here, Pot TV. It's going to be fun. Actually, yes, because I think it's kind of like back when we smoked for fun. Remember those days when we smoked for fun? We'd go hang out in an alley. Come on, let's go get high. Yeah, because it was like fun. Instead of just like...
I still do that.
Yeah.
I still do that all the time. I'll smoke joints at any excuse I can smoke a joint for.
Yeah, but is it always fun, or is it just because we're smoking joints? Sometimes you have to just smoke joints.
Sometimes you have to
Sometimes
smoke
it's for
joints.
pain.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean,
Sometimes
It's
yeah,
necessary.
but I still do things like go somewhere and smoke a joint, or like get excited about smoking a joint, or like roll up a nice big joint for the beginning of the movie. I still make a production of it a lot of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Good,
I think
good.
it's good too. It
life
makes it
now.
even more therapeutic. You know?
What's that, Stoner?
I said it's just life now, though.
Yeah,
It's life, yeah,
It's
it-
like
it's
second
like-
nature. It's
It's-
like second nature.
As the show say, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
You
Yeah.
want the rituals of life to be fun.
Oh,
not to
420.
become- Yeah.
Happy 420.
Happy 420.
Happy 420.
Start up.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Turn the fan on here because it's hot. It's hot in here today. Yeah, you can probably crack that door there. Please let some air in here. I got the fan on beside me. Being the executive producer, I get the fan. That's the way it works. and here, one of our greatest show fans and regular attendee here behind me off camera, she's like laughing. Yeah, she's totally in agreement with me.
We love Anne.
What did I do with that coin?
Everyone at Pod TV loves Anne.
Put the old can on that one.
The Anne cam.
Oh, what else we got? Hey, here's something fun stuff. Just because I thought I'd look for something else to do because this is a labor of love, so we were like just looking for something else. You know, I just was loving I just love my job. I have some unusual federal election 42. That's right, 2015 this year. Some unusual numbers. Just because we're always talking about, polls and stuff like that, I thought we'd come up with some other stuff here that makes things a little more interesting. Basically, Justin and Tommy Boy and that other fucking cocksucker they've already been around, and at least Tommy and Justin have shaken countless hands. I think that other asswat is just giving everyone the finger. They've logged thousands of kilometers, and there's another 6 weeks to go before the election. As the campaign revs up this week, unusual numbers that began since August 2nd at the call of the election. 174,886,000 is the approximate number of liters of beer that will be shipped daily along the Energy East pipeline if Green leader Elizabeth May has her way. Okay, that would be roughly the equivalent of Canada's monthly beer consumption. May proposed the tongue-in-cheek idea while voicing her opposition to the project and interprovincial trade barriers governing alcohol.
There you go. I like it.
All right. Here's another number. 108,237. And that is the number of Twitter followers gained by the 5 federal party leaders during the campaign as of 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday.
What was that number again?
108,237.
Wow, okay.
All right, and that is the analysis. Elizabeth May, she garnered 14,406 followers. Gilles du Sept, the Bloc Québécois, added 4,114 to his Twitter account.
Yeah.
So that's just some of the, just a couple of the numbers.
And wait, how did the other guys do?
I don't have the numbers on them. Maybe I do. Hang on, no, I don't. Okay, 0-3. There's a number for you. The record of the Toronto Blue Jays when Canada's 3 party leaders took themselves out to the ball game. They got hammered 10-2 by the Orioles on Friday with Justin was there. When Asshole was there, they was one of the 46,643 people in the stands when the Jays were edged by the Indians 4-2 on August 31st. And Mulcair's appearance at Rogers Centre on August 14th coincided with a 4-3 loss to the New York Yankees that also ended an 11-game winning streak for the Jays. Since then, all the party leaders have agreed not to go to any more ball games. And I don't, because I'm sure as hell they would not be welcome. They'd be booed soundly. I dare you to show your face there today. Good luck. Get the hell out.
This is a nice doobie. I don't know where it came from, but it's delicious.
Right on. I'll smoke
It's
that.
very
There.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Very tasty. Sour diesel pink kush mix. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, this is an interesting, here's a good number. 25,374, which is the number of kilometers logged by Elizabeth May on her campaign trail. Nearly 2/3 the circumference of the Earth, which includes 22,282 kilometers by air, 2,613 on the road, and 260 kilometers by train, and 219 kilometers or 108 nautical miles aboard a ferry. In another way, she could have flown from Toronto to New Delhi and back and then drive to Sydney, Nova Scotia with mileage to spare. By the way, she's running a carbon neutral campaign.
That's cool.
Carbon neutral campaign, and she's logged gazillion miles.
That's very, very cool. She's getting more and more press coverage. It's awesome. I like it.
She needs it.
No, but it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. I mean, you know, she's carbon neutral, but she's logging the most mileage by air. Like, she's burning the most amount of fuel
maybe she's,
to get around, but she's supposed to be carbon
balancing
neutral.
it out somehow.
How is she balancing it out, though?
Well, she's got to be doing it somehow.
Smiling? Shaking hands?
Working at a recycling plant?
Yeah. Picking up empties on Hastings.
Donating, paying a lot of money.
How is it that you become carbon neutral exactly?
Carbon
like you
neutral.
have to do something to
I
balance
think
it out.
there's a tree planting thing. I think that's what it
tree
is.
planting.
I think for every certain distance you travel,
Carbon
for whatever
tax.
vehicle it is,
Carbon tax.
Well,
or
or it could
maybe
be a
it's that.
tax.
But I know
There's
that
other-
I've
but
seen
yeah, you
some
might be right
companies
about
that
the tree
advertise
thing.
that they're carbon neutral
Or
by
carbon
saying for
credits.
every whatever kilometer we drive or whatever, we plant a tree.
yeah.
Which
Well,
I
so
think would
she
be a
could be
really
doing
cool
that.
way of doing it. Which would, if she were to be doing that, that would be cool.
But she is locking the most hours. Yeah, she's driving a big tractor around.
Yeah.
And,
That would be an
it's
interesting thing to look
SUV that she
into.
takes everywhere that burns.
Yeah.
She's got a big Hummer. It's a Green
SUV.
Party Hummer.
The Green Party.
Yeah.
Diesel Hummer.
Diesel.
Diesel Hummer.
I see Diesel better though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't see
I don't
why.
know. I have to look into that.
Why don't we have ionosphere Tesla cars that just are powered from the ionosphere?
Don't worry. Hey, Tesla's coming out with an SUV.
Oh really?
Yeah,
There you
it
go.
looks hot too. It's gonna be sharp. It's gonna. That's it, guys. The Tesla battery is it. It's the changing. It spells the death of the fucking fossil fuel industry. It's goodbye.
Good.
I wanted to go back for a minute to the other story we were talking about. The conservative candidate who got the shit booted for pissing in a cup. What was the other guy? You were telling me earlier today. There's another story, breaking story. Another conservative
There is.
candidate's toss. That's two already in the weekend.
Yeah.
From between Friday
This
to Monday.
New guy, they found videos of him online making prank phone calls. He's called the Unicaller. And evidently he was calling women and pretending he was orgasming on the phone. And also making fun of disabled people.
So he's basically a sexual predator
He
and a
doesn't sound
bully
like a nice guy.
and a serious bully.
Maybe he was joking around on the videos. I haven't seen them myself. Apparently he's like
Doesn't
an
sound
actor
like
or
my
something.
sense of humor.
So, but yeah, if he's making fun of disabled
But he's no
people
longer a candidate.
well, he's not a conservative candidate anymore, so.
Not anymore.
No. They
So another one
booted
is
him, yeah.
out the door.
Why? He
To
fits
the
right
Russian
in.
front.
Yeah, the cup pissing thing is just off the charts insane.
Oh,
and
that's
this new guy, he doesn't sound like the best
Yeah.
guy.
He
either.
actually
That's so
ran
ridiculous.
twice for the Conservatives before.
Oh, jeez.
This would have been his third crack at it.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, he's run in the he ran in the 2011 and yeah he's
You
run
don't want to
before.
switch candidates midstream?
Oh yeah, that's a goodie.
God.
I have, by the way, I got to tell you guys about this. I got more evidence of the city of Vancouver denying permits for basic people's, having fun.
What do you mean? What kind of permit?
Well, there was a group that was going to. They've been advertising, and they had a cruise, a boat cruise, lined up, and the city. I guess they wanted to get their permits in order, and I guess they've had no problems before. But this time around, the city said no way, and it was a kink group on a cruise, and the city got all their noses out of joint, and then basically said nope, no permits, and if you. We'll have the cops down there. They hassled the operator of the boat, and and they said we'll have the cops down there checking if you go ahead when you're boarding, and you'll get boarded mid-cruise.
Wow.
So they've canceled their event, but it just shows a pattern of what the city and generally like they're not going to, like if they don't like what you're doing or doesn't fit their mold, you ain't getting a permit.
If Gregor isn't DJing at your boat party, then you're not getting a permit.
No. So
I
just want to point out that
the key is to hire Gregor to DJ.
No, the key is, I mean, here's the deal. The city is standing out there, the dispensary thing, all this time. Now it seems like no matter what you want to do, they're standing out there with their money hand out. We want money, money.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, wait a minute. Our tax dollars have already covered these things. That's how it works. If you're having a non-profit event, it's not a corporate sponsored event. It's like you're not charging people. Yeah. It's a community-oriented event. Yeah. What goes on in a private business between the people that are chartering whatever and the operator should have no business of the city.
It's crazy, and we have knowledge of this firsthand.
Oh, I know.
I went in there and met with these guys. And they are trying to influence us as community activists who run a non-profit event to charge more money to marijuana vendors. That's what they literally told us. They told us we should charge more money so that we can pay them more.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is the way we deal with it, cut the city out. I mean, I think the city is going down a road where I think people are just going to go, you know what? We're not going to bother with any of your shit.
Yeah.
And just start doing stuff on our own. Like, take it back. It'd be more community. Block party, we don't need a permit. Everybody on this block agreed to it. Nobody complains. You got no reason to come. Get the hell out of our place. Get out of our neighborhood. If you're having it in a cul-de-sac and all the people on the cul-de-sac agree, you don't need a permit as far as I'm concerned.
And
Megan, did they come look for your permit at the zombie walk?
No, there was no permits. They did announce that they had, I think, 9+ motorcycle cops to shut down the roads and chauffeur us, which they did not do our jobs. Like, we had people honking behind us. We had cars all over the place. Like, zombies stopping. Yeah, we had our friend, got a hit and run by one of these ladies. The cops
by a lady on a
nothing.
cell phone. Because I've seen the video, and I've posted it to the page that with the phone numbers, the video, and the phone number to the local police. So if people want to go and check that out,
be able to get away with
check the video, call the cops, tell them what you think. Because like right now, if you listen to CFOX radio, there's commercials on how the cops are cracking down on distracted driving right now in Vancouver. There's actually so if you are driving, by the way, just so you know, they're checking for cell phone use and shit like that. Yeah,
as they should be. They shouldn't be worrying about these events that are fun and organically grown and are awesome and bring the city together and create a sense of community amongst people. They shouldn't be putting their resources towards that and limiting that. They should be putting their resources towards things like people who are able to rent cars and laugh about literally driving people over while talking on their cell phone and acting like that's not.
She was laughing and stuff. I saw the videos.
What do you mean? I'm driving right now while I'm producing this show. It's easy.
He's riding a motorcycle sitting backwards.
One-handed, blindfolded.
Well, masturbating.
One-footed.
Masturbating.
Driving one-footed. I use the other foot to honk the horn.
All right.
If someone can draw a picture of that, I would really appreciate it. Thanks.
Oh, God. Such a big story about such a nobody person. Laureen. Story up
but
on...
it's interesting.
I know, it's interesting, but it's like the longest story out there, and it's about Laureen really fucking Harper.
Oh, about the weed thing?
No, she's just a winker.
No, she's very transparently following alongside Harper for everything he's doing for the campaign, more so than any of the other, wives are during the election.
She's a mindless puppet.
Actually, in previous campaigns, you never saw a fucking peep of her. Not this time around. Harper's marching her out front and center because he's trying to deflect the heat from himself.
Yep, and
so they put the wife out there because he's hiding behind his wife's skirts is what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing.
He wants to appear as a family man, so they're doing things like having events where him, his wife, and the kids show up because they want that, kind of family person to just flip through the news, see it, and then go, oh, look at that, I relate to that, as opposed to, young,
The cold robotic Harper that usually shows up. They're trying to remove that image. Yeah. Robo Harper.
Exactly. But she's saying that she's not a politician. She's making
she's
political
just playing
videos.
one on television.
She's making political videos. She's making political statements. She's helping.
That's what
with the
Hillary
campaign,
used to say,
but
too.
She's a volunteer,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
she's not
yeah.
a first lady.
No, she's just.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's so just.
And they're still
So don't
vetting
be
people.
fooled.
They
Don't
still
be
vet
fooled.
people at the appearances. Her too, not just her husband, but
Yes.
she. Anybody. You can't get near a conservative event if you're not vetted. That's just the way it goes.
Or if you have a T-shirt with that little
Yes.
boy's name on it.
I was just gonna
Alan.
say that.
Yeah,
the
don't.
Alan T-shirt.
Yeah,
that
don't
guy,
go in there with Alan's T-shirt on. No, Alan should be here.
That was the second
Or
time
ask
he's
people
gone
about
into
weed.
an event.
There was another guy too at another event that had a a shirt on that said "Yes, water, not to Harper," or "Yes, something like that," and he got the boot too. He always looked like a big dude, big red dude with a beard and shit. Like they were kind of like didn't want to get too close to escort him out. They just asked him to leave, but nobody was like muscling that guy out because he looked like he could muscle you back.
Yeah, it's interesting though. The guy who's wearing the "Alan should be here" shirt, they made an accident. They had to forcibly remove him because originally they said, "Hey, can you get on stage? Because we want it to look younger than it is now." And he was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Because they were too stupid to realize that he was like young but making a really political statement. So then when he got up on stage, somebody went, "Oh shit, we can't have
him
that
out of
up there.
there.
Get rid of him, get rid of him." And he was like, "No."
Trying to make Steve look stupid.
A couple of
Yeah,
years
exactly.
back, there was a guy in the States, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was with Obama, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, I think it was during his campaign, but some guy get into a photo with with Obama and managed to he had something written on his hand. So when they took the picture, he was quick enough to flash it, and it was out on the net. I'm pretty sure. I think it was Obama. It was somebody in the U.S.
Said, "I'm with stupid."
No, but it was definitely controversial, and it was like it was like
remember hearing something about
protestish
that.
type of something that he basically, and he was the only reason he got in there is because nobody saw it on his hand.
Right.
He kept his hand in
Smart.
his,
Smart man.
Yeah, that was
smart.
how he got in. He was like, he fit the bill. He was on the list. Got to the.
Very clever.
Did the shaking
Same
of
guy
the
who made
hands
the
and was
Daft
able to
Punk
flash
video.
the signal, the word. Yeah, I forget what it was.
Stronger, better, faster.
But yeah, that was smart. And be nice. You know what I like though? I showed it on the video last week. The Harper Man song.
Yeah.
All the people behind are like laughing. They're all enthusiastic. And you look at the people that Harper gets standing behind him in his photo ops and shit. They're just grumpy and miserable.
You see
and
like people yawning in the
screaming,
background.
"You piece of shit."
like,
none of
gazing
them are
elsewhere.
smiling. Yeah,
No one's
they
actually
all,
looking at him because he's clearly not that captivating of a speaker.
No,
You can't look
they're-
happier than Steve, and he looks cold as a robot.
Can you imagine them stifling yawns?
Eh.
Oh God. Hey,
There's a bunch of pictures on Twitter that are so funny about P-Gate.
P-Gate.
Oh my God, they're hilarious. There's
Oh.
like pictures of Steven holding a glass, like his beer glass, and people saying no thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of memes going up about P-Gate.
Yeah.
Pissy cup boy. You think that guy's gonna file like for bankruptcy or fold his company, change his company name or something pretty soon? I think so.
They're going to be serving lemonade at all Conservative Party rallies from now on.
Yeah, in specimen cups.
Specimen cups. Aw. That's awful.
I think
You guys
actually
are gross.
we should start going to conservative rallies and see if we could sell lemonade in specimen cups. Get your conservative lemonade. 25 cents a cup.
And they get those little medical cups.
Yeah, and then have like a big group toast to Harper.
That's a great idea.
Oh God! And everybody should be wearing a "Fuck Harper" shirt.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of,
And speaking of, that's right. "Fuck Harper" shirts are going to be here tomorrow. So yes, get yours. Go to the Cannabis Culture store on their website, the new Cannabis
I put 'em
Culture
up right
store.
away?
Yeah, get them up, man.
Okay.
We got small, medium, large, and extra large men's, and we have small, medium, large women's.
Oh, we're gonna need a photo of that.
Yeah, we are.
Of what?
We're gonna have a lot of photos
shirt.
of them.
You got one?
Of the women's shirt.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll get one of Carly wearing it.
No, it's just got to be floating. If she
Ah,
wants to fill it out, that'd be fine.
there you go. That's how it works. We'll do that. Oh, yeah. So get yours. Go to the site. Be a stylish person. Get your own Fuck Harper shirt. That's right. We're flogging them now. It was pretty cool. I told the lady at the T-shirt place what I wanted on the phone, and she kind of like, there was a pause. And then she was like, oh, that's awesome. I want one.
I can go put the men's ones in the store right now and make them available straight away.
Ooh,
There you go,
that's
man.
awesome.
Sure, go right ahead. Go ahead, people. Get your orders in. There you go. The men's shirts are going up, and you can order yours. There will be black and white, as depending on as permitted. So, I wonder, can we make it so that people have like they can get, if they don't get their first choice, they'll get the other color?
Well, no, it'll just run out. We put a number of them, and then if they run out, they run out.
They run out. Okay. So if we run out, we'll see. If we run out fast, I'll get more made. That's all.
Yeah.
It all depends on how fast they go. It's a time-limited thing, you know.
Yeah.
Or if Harper gets back in, well, we'll just keep running them.
Or we can just keep wearing them so everyone always remembers forever how much he sucks.
Yeah. Oh no.
Fuck Harper forever.
If I had the
people
money,
still
if
make
I
fun of
had the
Bush.
money, I would commission a statue. Oh yeah.
Just of the text.
You know what
Fuck
that one's
Harper.
gonna look like.
Harper peeing in someone's cup.
I would buy a chunk of property on the city somewhere, and I would put up my own statue if I
Do
had that money.
The statue of the little Dutch boy peeing, you know that one?
Yeah.
You just put Harper's face on it
That would be good.
and put it on the Canadian flag.
And instead of a fountain, have him
my
peeing into a
gosh.
cup.
Yeah.
Of
Or a
guy-
Carter.
It would be awesome. You could have a
Either
real
one.
Canadian flag there, and he just pees right under the Canadian flag.
That's it.
And
There
make
you
it
go.
into a fountain.
Or into a cup with a Canadian flag on the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a guy holding it.
Yeah, it's a Canadian flag cup, and it's just spilling out over into the fountain.
Yeah, that's
That
it.
sounds cute.
If I win that $30 million, look out. Boy, he's just going to be a statue.
Shit, we can probably get one of those statues and just modify it.
There you go.
Down at the
Oh yeah.
nursery.
Just put a Harper mask on top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. There you
There
go.
you go. I'm actually wearing a cool top today.
What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a
California
420
Republic.
Trading Company top
Nice.
today. Yeah,
California
it's a brand
Republic.
I'm writing about for Cannabis Culture Magazine. We're doing a shoot. Jeremiah and I are doing a shoot tomorrow.
Hey.
Yeah, we got 4 really hot girls coming.
Woo!
Got a guy coming too. We're gonna take a bunch of pictures on the beach. It's gonna be awesome. You guys should check out their stuff. It's really sweet.
Sounds like
Check it
good
out on
times.
Cannabis Culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Carly's been doing amazing work with the fashion.
I can't hear you.
Lots of cool
I don't know
stuff.
Different
what's going on.
designers and all kinds of stuff. Bringing that stuff to y'all. She's got a bunch of stuff lined up, so
I
watch
do.
for it on CC.
I have some cool stuff coming up.
That's all right. And we actually have some video shoots coming up. We have a video shoot coming up.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
It's going to be a video shoot, and that's will be coming up later this month. You'll see that right here on Pot TV, where you're as high as you can get on the net. That's right. Oh, here we go. I got, excuse me, 10 reasons. Whoa. 10 reasons the Toronto Blue Jays are guaranteed to win the World Series. Okay. Number 1. Oh, wait a minute. This is according to, who is this according to? Oh, I don't know. Somewhere on the internet. According to the internet.
And it's never
You notice
wrong.
I didn't say according to cable television.
Yeah.
All right, number 1. The magical parrot that helps designated hitter Edwin Encarnacion hit home runs. We all know about that one. He runs with that arm up like he's carrying his parrot. All right, number 2. Munaroi Kawasaki. Everybody loves this guy. Fans love him. Teammates love him. Even opposing players root for him and against themselves. Other than the fact he can't really hit and had to be sent down to the minor leagues, he's the perfect baseball player. Number 3, the Blue Jays have the Blue Jays have the only starting pitcher in baseball who throws a knuckleball. And the knuckleball is pure wizardry. That's right, Dickey's What's his name? J.R. Dickey, or what's his initials? I think his first name is like initials, J.R. or R.J. Dickey or something like that.
Harry Potter.
Someone in chat's probably got it covered. Anyways, Dickey is he's amazing. Actually, I watched there's a really good show called Knuckleball on Netflix, and he's featured in that. There's only a few big pitchers who've thrown the knuckleball throughout history, and it's an interesting concept if you know about it. The knuckleball?
What is it?
Knuckleball is a ball. When you throw it, you hold it by the knuckle like this, and it doesn't spin. And what that does is it causes it to move all over the hell's side. Nobody knows where it's ever going to go.
Huh.
It like you can, you've got a curveball, you've got
So it's no spin on the ball.
no spin, which causes it to do goofy things.
Huh.
Yeah, like they were interviewing some of the catchers who've caught good knuckleballers, who were showing. One of the guys was showing, well, this is the glove I normally catch with, and it's this big, and then he's got a glove that's this big that he catches the knuckleballer. Because these catchers will tell you, oh fuck, it's the craziest pitch in baseball. Interesting show on
Cool.
on Netflix if you want to know more about knuckleballers. Okay, number 4, they literally committed highway robbery to trade for Josh Donaldson. Here's what must have happened. One day during the offseason, the Oakland Athletics general manager, Billy Beane, yes, the one played by Brad Pitt in Moneyball, was walking down a dusty country road when he suddenly found himself surrounded by intimidating Blue Jays executives. The execs forced Billy at knife point to trade them third baseman Josh Donaldson for a less good, often injured third baseman and a couple of B-list prospects.
Okay, wait, what? They really forced a person at knife point? Wait, is this a dream or a story?
I'm just reading the story, dude.
Okay.
It's basically
MLB.com.
The Blue Jays got a trade and basically stole this guy in a trade in the offseason, and he's just rocking the record books this year. He's just rocking it. Like, he's playing hot as hell.
That's awesome.
So it was like an amazing trade that the Toronto executives scored. He's basically
They know what's up.
Donaldson. He leads the league in runs batted in and couldn't end up the American League's most valuable player. Oakland is last in the American League, now wanted by authorities for the steal of the century. Jays general manager Alex Anthopoulos manages the team through dispatches from his various Central American hiding spots.
That's the way to do it.
Number 5, Josh Donaldson's heckling. Number 6, the Jays' offense is so crazy good, their stats look like typos. And now here you go. This is just to put it into perspective, not being funny. The Jays have scored a total of 589 runs as of August 27th. The next best team in baseball, the New York Yankees, have only scored 489 runs. That's more than 100 runs than the next best offense in baseball. That's technically shouldn't be able to happen. Like, that's almost a typo. People are like, what? That's not right. It is right, but it shouldn't be. That's how good the Jays are right now. To put it another way, the distance between the Blue Jays and the second best team is larger than the distance between the second and the 25th best team. That's pretty amazing. That's serious stats. If you put every Jays home run this season to a thumping bass beat, the resulting song would last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Number 7, unusually high offense teams are balanced out by poor defense, not the Jays. Have fun hitting the ball into the outfield. Number 8, their unhittable 20-year-old closer they pulled out of nowhere. Roberto Osuna's name at the beginning of the year, nobody knew who he was. Now he's one of the best closers in baseball. Number 9, Marcus Stroman's endlessly endearing Twitter feed. And number 10, if you live in Canada, your cell phone bill is partly responsible for building a great baseball team. Despite it being owned by the multi-billion-dollar telecom giant Rogers, the Jays languished for years near the bottom of the league in terms of how much money they spent on players. But as recently as 3 seasons ago, they were 23rd out of 30 teams in the payroll. They today, where are they? Toronto traded for the expensive contracts pitcher Mark Bruel and shortstop Jose Reyes. Then they signed catcher Russell Martin to the most expensive deal in team history. There you go. So anyways, your cell phone bill is gone to make the Jays a better team. Yay, if you're with Rogers. All right, we should watch a movie. Or, I mean, a video. We should play some music.
Netflix and chill.
Star Wars?
Star Wars. Let's watch Star Wars. Let's put on the movie. Let's put on the Flintstones episode 16 from the 3rd season.
Mick, I have your
What do you got?
Fuck Harper t-shirt up online. This is the white shirt with black writing. That's the only one available, right, in men's and women's?
Yeah, and we also have a black one with white writing available.
Oh, there's a black one with white writing available?
Yeah, men's and women's too.
Oh, and that's coming tomorrow as well?
Yeah. Well, it'll probably come on Wednesday morning, but I'm picking it up tomorrow, so you'll have it.
Both of them are coming at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, right now you can...
I'm picking up my whole order tomorrow
I'll put that
afternoon.
variant in on the website as well then.
So I can have it down here tomorrow evening. I can drop it off tomorrow evening, or I'll bring it first thing Wednesday morning for Laurent to stock the store. They'll have a box here.
Okay, I'm going to share this around in the chat right now. I'll
Laurent,
add the black ones too.
You'll have a box of T-shirts on Wednesday morning, I guarantee it, when you open. I will be kicking the damn door down, so better be here.
28 Dabs wants a black one.
I want a black one.
I'll go add the black ones right now.
I have a tie-dyed one, but that's just me. I'm
no,
also getting
tie-dye.
a hoodie.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm the executive producer.
That's
Of course
so
I am.
cool.
It's me.
That's
We might get special ones made. Can I walk? Let's.
Special edition Fuck Harper shirts.
All right. Yeah. Special edition. Fuck Harper.
What we can do is once we get
With
rid of
extra
him,
fuck.
we can put them out, but we'll say like "Thank you, Canada" or something like that for getting rid of him. He's finally gone.
Go Team Harper.
Yeah.
Can we get? I want to watch a video though. Yeah. Number 3. We're gonna go to a little postmodern jukebox because postmodern jukebox is you're gonna get yourself a little bit of culture once in a while. So we're gonna watch this. We're gonna smoke hash. We'll be back.
Hash. That big chunk of hash.
Some hash. Yeah. Yummy.
I'm here to see how.
They don't want to see the ad.
Yeah, I did. Well, I saw this part of it. What's the
Yeah.
top?
Oh no. What's that?
That's so cool.
I miss the taste of the sweet life. I miss the conversation. I'm searching for a song tonight. I'm changing all of the stations. I like to think that we had it all. We drew a map to a better place. But on that road we had a fall.
Yeah, we'll freestyle the hash cam.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, sure.
You're on.
Hey, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed Postmodern Jukebox. Check out their channel on YouTube. They got a ton of really talented people doing old-style cover tunes.
That's quite a piece of hash there.
Yeah, that's a chunk of hash, all right. I wonder how much it weighs.
Maybe we could use the hash for the guessing game today.
You know what?
Oh.
That's a great idea. I was thinking the same thing.
Great minds think alike.
Ooh, so, hey, maybe we should find out who's going to win some great prizes today online. We'll be, I guess we're going to guess how much does that big fucking chunk of hash weigh?
Nice. Huh. Yeah, keep looking at it.
And because, whoa, this is a special show. Hang on a minute. Let me find the scales. Uh-oh, here they are. All right. Because this is the, Labor Day, Labor of Love show, maybe we'll actually give away some books in the lounge today as well as online. How does that sound?
Yeah.
I got these two great books right here. Here, want to do that on these ones?
Aha.
Yeehaw. That's right. This one's by David Malmo Levine. This one here by Dana Larson. Two great books. So hang on a minute.
Two great
here.
books by two great guys.
So go to the back to our regular cam here for a minute, and while I get this set up. All right. Thanks, Carly.
No worries.
All right. We'll just. So do you want to do the chat there, Jer? And we'll figure out for everybody in
Got it.
chat.
They're already voting.
They're already voting.
6 grams, 23
one
grams, 7
vote
grams, or 7.6 grams, that is. 14 grams, 16, 12, 5.
All right.
Got a bunch.
All right. We got a bunch. Then I guess we'll.
We should keep it going, though. Keep coming, guys. Let's see it one more time here.
All right.
Show us that hash one more time on the hash cam.
And then.
Hold that up for a sec, Carly. Put it in your hands. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's a good chunk. Okay. So we got the votes coming in. Gotcha. And where's your scale?
I like it.
Hash face.
Hash face.
Better than ass face. That's Stephen Harper.
Now I want to smoke some of it because I've been looking.
Yeah, we're gonna smoke some. We will. Here, there's more hash. I have this other chunk of hash.
Ooh, more hash. I love hash.
That's a little different.
I don't smoke enough hash.
You can throw some of that hash in there.
Sounds
All right,
good.
so we got a bunch of guesses. You got to put your phone down for a second, dude.
Trying
Let me
to
do
add
this.
a black one to your
A what?
t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about that right now.
Yeah, it's not working.
Don't worry about it right now.
Yeah. They want them.
I know. Okay, so I'll just get the scale on here, and
Scale
we'll
can.
see. Let it tear. There we go. Whoa! We got the grand total. Oh,
Dun, 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 dun,
here, let me freestyle.
Oh.
11.4.
11.5. What's the closest we have here?
Whose
We
is
have 9.2. 12. 12. Yeah, 12 is the closest we have.
I thought you said you had an 11.5.
11.5? No, that was what.
Oh.
That's what you had.
It's 11.4.
Huh. Yeah, well, 4.7. 4.7, so that's a round up to 5, wouldn't it be?
Okay.
But-
I usually don't even count in the other point.
Right. But
I just-
12 is still our closest.
12 is still the closest, and who would that be?
Chalice Man.
Chalice Man.
Chalice Man.
Where's Chalice Man from?
That's a good question.
Where are you watching from, Chalice Man? Tell us.
Yeah, he's from somewheres. Tell us. He or she, that is.
Oh, yes, if you would please
Chalice Woman.
tell us where you're from.
T-Dot.
Hey?
From Toronto.
From T-Dot. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, send me your mailing information to the420lifestyleshow@gmail.com. And we'll be sure to send you out a couple of these wonderful books from Three Happy Cats, your perfect provider and our perfect provider and the sponsor of this show. Yahoo.
Yeah.
You can find them at threehappycats.biz on the big World Wide Web. Yes.
Where you can buy things like yummy hash.
Or you can buy
Delicious.
Fuck Harper t-shirts.
Yes, you can.
Jam says he's still waiting for his dab counter show prize.
For his what?
Sorry, Jam. Yeah, Jam says still waiting for my dab counter show prize in the chat.
Dab counter show prize. What's?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Send me an email at the
July,
420
says
lifestyle show at gmail.com. And we'll look into that. We got the countdown calendar back. Yeah, we'll give you an update on some things going on. Right now, today, in Niagara, at the Niagara Cannabis Club, the Labor Day barbecue, from 4 to 8 p.m. Tomorrow, they are having movie night. And, of course, on September 9th, the day after, it's Arts, Crafts, and Creativity. That's all happening at 108 Hartzell Road, St. Catharines, Ontario. On September 10th, Bone Rattle Talent presents Femme Fatale, an evening of dangerous women. 8 p.m., Funky Winker Beans, 37 West Hastings.
Oh.
Vancouver's #1 dive bar.
Yeah.
It's true. It says so right on their website. In the World Wide Web.
What is that show about? What is this
It's
Dangerous
an
Women
evening
show?
of burlesque inspired by dangerous women in film, comics, pop culture, mythology, and more.
Cool.
Glad you asked. There you go. There.
That's awesome.
To answer your question. Featuring performance by Desi Desiree. Give me a second. You can tell the fire department's just like totally stoked about Bone Rattle Talent's Femme Fatale. They're playing the
It's like,
sirens
it's that
hard.
hot.
Cat in the tree.
All right. The featuring performance at this event are Desi Desiree, Miss... Okay. Cutie Pie, what's her name? Robots, Penny Bell, with special guest Lace Cadet, plus your host, Teresa Marie. Tickets $7 at the door, $5 in advance at Funky's or Bone Rattle Music. Doors at 8, shows at 9. Followed by Evil Bastard Karaoke Experience. You don't want to miss the Evil Bastard Karaoke Experience. Also on September 10th, that's his Thursday, Women Grow Vancouver signature networking event. This one's at Sweet Genius, 225 West 8th at Suite 300 at 6:30. And I think you need to pre-register at Women Grow. You can check it out on Facebook. I believe there's like $20 or I think it's going to be $40 at the door. But it'll be a good event. September 16th, Prisoners' Rights event at Kwantlen Polytechnic University, Richmond campus, 8771 Lansdowne Road, Richmond, BC. In the summer of 2013, 30,000 prisoners in the California prison system went on a hunger strike that would last for several months. Further north, we are witnessing a burgeoning prison industry, despite an overall decline in the crime and rampant criminalization of poverty. Poor people of color and Aboriginal people face higher incarceration rates than their counterparts, while punitive justice has proved to be of no justice at all. So for a gripping panel discussion on prisoners' rights with illustrious speaker Anna Bouchard, senior worker of the John Howard Society, KPU criminology instructor Jesse Horner, and Gurinder Mann, executive director of Communities Embracing Restorative Action. 1 till 4 p.m. What else? September 19th, the Port Alberni Toy Run, the 31st annual, and in Port Alberni, of all places. That's a rocking good time. And, of course, October 19th, Harper's Last Day. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Fuck Harper! All right. Countdown calendar. We're back. All right. Well, I guess, what time is it? It's 5:07.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
It means sun.
I have no idea what that means. It means the clock's working. Hey, time is still happening. It works.
That's true.
Yes, gravity's still working.
It usually doesn't stop.
Despite how the hash has affected us, it is
Despite
actually continuing to move.
Despite the hash, it still is going on.
All right, now your Fuck Harper shirt's in the store, available in small, medium, large, extra large, white, and black.
Okay, there's no extra large
Men's.
ladies. Ladies are only small, medium, large.
Okay, gotcha.
No
there's
XL ladies.
No lady shirt in the store yet, but we have to take a picture for that.
All right, there you go. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. I could either do two things, but I'm going to do one of none. What? Okay. God, this hash is good. The show's going downhill again.
Give him another hit of hash.
I'm ready to lay down again. Fuck this shit.
Oh God, no, not again. Last time, oh my gosh, nobody knows about that on the show. Last time when I was wearing white pants when Mick decided to lie down on the show and indulge in some
During the break.
M&Ms. Yeah, during the break. And it was after like sitting down, finishing the show, and we were packing up. And I turned around and I looked on
Ken
the couch.
Foster,
and
the artist, was here, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
No,
you sat on some M&Ms."
no, but I stood up and I saw a melted M&M on my chair, and I was like,
Where she was sitting.
oh my
he was-
God, I'm wearing white
But Ken pointed
pants.
out, he's like, but because of course the melted M&Ms on your pants, right in the position they were in, kind of had a funny look to them.
Yeah, it was really
Melt
unfortunate.
in your mouth, not in your ass.
Melted in your ass, not in your hand. God. Yeah. So
Right.
I can
Had an
still lay
accident on the
down,
show.
but no more M&Ms
No
when
M&Ms.
I'm laying
no
down.
M&Ms. This is why
yeah.
you're not supposed to eat lying down.
You're supposed to. I thought it
Someone
fell
will
in my
sit
shirt.
in your food and will ruin the white pants.
I thought it fell into my shirt. What can I tell you? Oh, now I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, okay. I know. All right. Oh, yes. We're going to get into a little bit of gross stuff, by the way. That's what I wanted to show. I have a video. Another video. And this basically it's number 6 on the list, so you know what I'm talking about there, Jer. This is a scrog grow. Now, scrog, if you don't know, stands for screen of green. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of a sea of green, where basically you take a whack of plants in your grow area, but you keep them small so you can get everything in really tight together, and you get like a carpet or a green carpet or a sea of green. The scrog system is essentially using screens. So what you do is you would have your bucket or your plant in a container, and then about 6 to 8 inches or a foot above it, you've got a screen or a bunch of wires set up or some type of mesh, a net system. So as the plant's vegging and it's growing up, the idea is you super crop the plant by clipping it constantly at the top to make it branch more. And these branches you interweave and tie down into this screen. And the general rule is you wait until the screen is full of tied down branches, and then you flip the lights. So you go from the veg cycle 18 and 6 to 12 and 12. 12 hours light, 12 dark. At that point, what happens is all the buds will grow up through the screen, and you'll get just this screen of bud. And when you harvest, you can just take that all off. And what's left is just this stalk with this kind of funky looking plant underneath it.
That's cool.
And it's how to make, really, this is definitely the most efficient use of a closet grow I've ever seen, ever done. Not this particular video, but that system in itself, Scrog system. Scrog system is the best way. There's a couple of good advantages to it right now. If you have the spare closet or a tent setup, you can literally fill it up with 1 or 2 plants, where it looks like, holy shit, that's a lot of weed. You look down underneath and go, there's only 2 plants under there. How the hell, but from the top, it looks like 10 plants. And it basically, because it fills up the same amount of space. Anyways, roll this video. It's 4 minutes and 19 seconds. You might as well be 4:20. We'll smoke some weed. And yeah, check it out. You'll see towards the end what I'm really talking about. This is a video really explains it well. So check it out.
What's up, guys? Buds on Buds here. It is day 73 of flower for the Humboldt Seed Organization Blue Dream under the 400 watt 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot scrog. And it's time to chop her down. Man, that was a mouthful. Look at the colors on her. Very, very purple. We have some reds, yellows, still have some greens in there. Very, very frosty. Very good resin content on all of the trim. This makes some fantastic concentrates. We have beautiful orange pistils popping out. Really nice contrast with the purple bud on this phenotype. Beautiful, beautiful fade. This will be a short video because I don't have a lot of battery, unfortunately, but I will be doing some progress clips along the way. But man, very excited to take her down on day 73. All right, guys, Humboldt Seed Organization Blue Dream, chop day. Boom, look at that stalk. I have about a third of it trimmed up, and you can see the rest just chilling in here waiting. These buds that were directly underneath the 400 watt light all have this growth coming off of it, foxtails all over the place. And, I think that's just because they were getting more light than they needed and basically just exploded with growth more so than the rest of the buds. Over here we have the trim pile so far. And let's kind of zoom in here. Very good quality, as you can see, just covered in trichomes. Resin tacos, resin rails, whatever you want to call them, on all the leaves. Here we have some of the bud that's been trimmed up. You can see a lot of the purple is still in there towards the top, and it does fade out to green. You can kind of see the purple a little bit better without the flash. Very, very chunky buds. Here you can see one of the foxtails. Covered in resin. Beautiful orange hairs. Really love this strain. Here are some of the leaves that I've kind of picked out and saved. I just like the colors to them. Just beautiful, beautiful magenta, purple. And then there's a lot of these kind of purple spotted leaves, and they kind of look like camo in a way. I think that's not the greatest example of that. Maybe I'll find a better one. And yeah, you can see some of the yellows in there as well. Great quality. Really looking forward to making some concentrates out of all this. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this grow. I will have the DWC up and running in a few days. Peace. And we're done, everyone. Here is what is left. Looks like one of those African savanna trees. Kind of. I don't know. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is now I'm taking off all of the string, removing the plant, and then I'm going to be putting in two to replace it, get them big, and at the end of the month, the Blue Dream in the DWC will be staying in here. I'll put the net back down and start the whole process over again. Thanks for watching, guys.
That one.
So you want to know how?
The end of that video went quicker than we thought.
Oh, are we back?
It seemed to go breeze by.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you were doing something else, you You
Yeah,
were distracted. You
I was
were
talking
doing
to the
something
chatters.
else.
I was talking to the chatters.
And then somebody finally said, "Hey, buddy."
No. I just watched it. I watched it end, but I thought there was more to it. Maybe.
All right. No, that was
Maybe the
it.
chatters. Maybe it ended early and we didn't even notice.
Who
Sometimes
knows?
that happens.
I don't know. I have no idea. I know I'm high.
Yeah.
I'm good and high. That's
Good
for
and high.
sure. What do we have? Another story. We must have a story here about something.
Miss Universe. That was an
I
interesting
was just
story.
looking for that one. It's in here. Oh, there it
Pretty
is.
good story.
There it is.
Pretty
Ashley
cool girl.
Burnham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Universe urges Aboriginal people to vote out Harper. It's, you can't turn around today without somebody else speaking out about Harper.
Yeah.
It's like ordinary
Thank
people. You've got people coming out of the woodwork just to voice their opinions now.
And they're still doing well in the polls.
I know. Yeah, but look what happened a couple years ago with the Alberta election and the polls with the Wild Rose. They couldn't have got it more wrong. It was meant nothing, which is a really big wake-up call. Don't worry about the polls. Already, the polls in social media completely contradict any of the polls that are being done by the traditional pollsters.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute. That already should tell you something. Don't even think about it. The big problem is people who are going to, I think, and I tweeted this the other day, this is it. You heard it here first. Within a week after the election, you're going to start seeing major stories in all of the media about huge numbers of people turned away from the polls this year because they didn't have the right ID. I think that's a story that is that it hasn't even been written yet.
Yeah.
But they've probably written the headlines and they've got part of it already prepared. Guaranteed that's going to be a big story. For sure.
Something interesting that I noticed, I went online to register and I don't have all the pieces of ID I need.
I know.
But what was interesting is
Sorry.
that you could punch in your driver's license or any sort of provincial ID.
Yeah.
But there was no option for BC ID, which I would have been able to register for vote. But I just found it strange that they took I think it was the Alberta ID, the Quebec ID. They were taking all of the provincial IDs except the BC one. And I can't seem to figure it out because that almost seems like they would be trying to eliminate
those
a
West
group of
Coasters.
voters, which it doesn't. I
Well-
don't know. That seems kind of
It's
very odd to me, though, that I went and I was like, why can't I use my BC ID if all of these other ones are accepted? What's wrong with that?
I went on to the Elections Canada website, same, and I saw the various,
Yeah.
Well, when I saw a driver's license, I've got my driver's license doesn't match up. I'm using another address than where I'm voting in. So I basically phoned someone. They were pretty good about getting back to me, explained the story. They said they'd get back to me again. Now, within less than a week, I was about to call them back, and they called me again, and everything's been squared away. I'm on the list, and everything's cool, because I had to, basically say, listen, I have 3 addresses,
Yeah.
and I keep all 3 of them, 2 in this province and 1 in another province. And
I'm
that's
just
just
gonna
the way
go
it
to-
is. And I said, so I can't, and again, it's going to be an issue when I go to vote. So I already have my designate person to vouch for me who has the right ID, who is also registered to vote in my riding, and they're going to accompany me to the polls, and they will vouch for me because they're allowed, and people who are allowed to do it can vouch for one person.
Yeah.
So if you know someone who has their shit together with their ID, go and crack them, say, hey, we got a date. We're going to the poll together on that day,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able to get your vote in.
And it's an easy way to make one of your friends vote.
Well, then, and it's always more fun to vote as a group.
Yeah, make a day of it.
And I've often said that I think it should be, if people really want to get into it, people should actually get dressed up in goofy costumes and stuff and go vote. Really outlandish,
really good
garish,
idea.
really outlandish, garish, bright colors, clown stuff. But you just can't wear masks, and don't paint up your face because you have to be identified. Right? You have to be able to, that's that whole thing about keeping your face covered and Muslims and all that with the veil, the hassles about, anyways, more political bullshit.
Yeah.
So as long as you're identifiable, what you're wearing shouldn't be an issue. And by the way, and you're not also you cannot wear any political messages into the polls at the polling station. That's against the rules.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
interesting.
you're like if you can't even wear like a vote button or you got to take that stuff off. Like especially if you're wearing like a supporter button for a liberal no, you're not allowed to wear that in the polls or I think within 100 meters of the polling station because it's considered campaigning. You're not allowed to campaign at the polls.
That's fair, though.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about wearing
But
like stripes and plaids.
The strange thing is that, like, I really feel like if somebody's already walking up to a polling station, I feel like turning and seeing somebody wearing a button for one of the opposing parties isn't going to be the final thing to sway your vote. You know, like, I'm not going to be like, whoa, look how shiny that conservative button is. Let's go, Harper. You know, like, I'm still going to vote him out regardless of what they're wearing.
But they worry that it'll lead to other things. Like, you know, people will just stretch it. So they just say you can't go do any of that day. It's just,
that's fair.
Which I think is right. It just should be. They're trying to keep it, nonpartisan, and as it should be. It's bad enough what Harper government's done to the Elections Canada and removed their power. They can't encourage people to vote anymore.
That's crazy.
Well, that's ridiculous.
That's taking it on the other side way too far.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't understand why you would remove encouraging people to vote if you want
Unless you want to
properly
sway the election.
functioning democracy. You know, it doesn't really work unless
they don't.
You know, exactly.
They don't want a democracy at all.
No.
No. As a matter of fact, which is reasons why they've never made voting mandatory, and they don't teach the whole political system. They don't teach it in school
Not
at
the
a
way
young
it
age.
is.
It's not. But they they have this premise. Oh, everybody should vote and blah blah blah. Oh, it's your civic duty. But they kind of leave it at that. They don't teach anybody how politics works in this country. It's not part of the curriculum.
Not really, no.
I guess, and they want people to think it's boring and disinteresting. It's designed to be that way so that you don't go out in droves and vote these people out of office and actually demand answers and do all the things we should be doing. We all sit back and, well, how come the government doesn't fix this? Look at these how come things are so fucked up? Blah, blah, blah. The government's, no. It's because we should be the government. And these people are just doing our bidding. We hired them to do the job of managing our affairs. But we're not dictating our affairs to them. They're dictating to us how our affairs should be. And that's where the fuck up comes. Yeah. And the real problem lies to us. It's the people that don't show up to vote. Because I can tell you now, 98% of the people showed up to vote. Things would be very, very different. These people would have no choice but to pay attention because they know their asses are on the line.
Yep.
And that's the way it works.
Yes.
And you watch, 98% of the people show up to vote. They'll enact laws to start keeping people away. That's how they keep trying to pull it off. Harper was afraid this time people are going to show up in droves and vote these guys out. So he changed the Election Act ahead of time.
Yeah.
There's been no shortage of stories about the issue. You can look it up. A lot of experts have said the same thing. This is going to be trouble. And like I said, you're going to see the stories in the news shortly after Election Day of the amount of people complaining, bitter. Well, look, I've got all this stuff, and they still wouldn't let, proving their identities and whatever. Oh, well, the new rules, blah, blah, blah. And they'll get a lot of criticism. And if these guys, steal the election. Again, I can't see, if they win, Harper will almost be forced to resign in order to have somebody else take his place and to get the confidence of the House that will never form the government. Right? So we're into a huge clusterfuck coming.
Yeah. It's true.
Ashley Burnham, she became the first Canadian and Aboriginal woman to win the international pageant of Miss Universe. And she's a Canadian First Nations woman, and she's encouraging all people to get out, especially First Nations people, to get out and vote out the Conservatives this fall. She said, and I quote, "We are in desperate need of a new PM. Fight for your rights," she wrote. She's 25-year-old. She's from the Cree Nation west of Edmonton of Enoch, and an actress on the APTN network show Blackstone, better known by her maiden name, Ashley Kallenball. This year's contest in Minsk, Belarus, was dedicated to the topic of combating domestic violence. Yo, good for her. Give her shit. Go nuts. But it's just great that everybody's like, get out and vote, get out and vote, get rid of Harper, get rid of Harper, get rid of Harper.
It's so important. Do it, vote, vote, vote.
After this, find your name one more time.
The crazy conservative people always go in and vote, so you have to make sure that we're voting in larger numbers than they are.
Well, traditionally, it's always, if you look at traditional numbers, it's the 19 or 18 to 25-year-olds that vote the least. They have the smallest voter turnout, yet make up some of the highest percentage of eligible voters. That age bracket and I've been saying this for years.
We'd own it if we voted.
Oh yeah. I've been telling people in the young people for forever, if all of the young people would show up to vote, these guys would pander to the young people. They wouldn't give a rat's ass what the gray power had to say anymore, because in comparison, there's a lot less gray power, but they vote 80% more than the group with the most voters. The 25 to 18-year-olds. It's so crazy.
Lazy.
They could own the fucking thing.
I think
kids could own it.
I think part of it might be the laziness and just being young and
no,
not
it's
taking things
uninformed.
But that's
it's being uninformed.
I think it's being uninformed. I think it's that you don't really start thinking about politics until you're out in the real world
until
and
you're
you
35.
have to take on responsibilities
and you pay taxes.
You see the way things are affecting other things,
Because
and
they
then
don't teach it to you in
realize.
school.
No, this is what I've been
And the
saying.
television isn't going to tell you about it properly, at least.
No.
Television does you shit. Television brainwashes you.
Right.
That's and distracts you to other bullshit.
All the
and
centers
keeps you-
of power would prefer that you don't even vote at all or have anything to do with it, and that's why nobody does.
Well, no, they like to keep it just the way it is, with
Right.
that 50% turnout, first past the
Keep
post.
the conservative base voting.
Bullshit.
The churchies and the rich folk. Yeah, see, what they do is the rich people use the ignorant people as their power source, as their muscle.
But it's so important that people aren't just hitting the retweet button during this campaign on the funny anti-Harper stuff. You need to actively go out and vote. Don't be a slacktivist. Actually, put it into
slacktivist.
action.
Yeah. Don't be a lazy piece of shit
Yes.
cheating on your fucking taxes. Because it is something.
As if you've never peed in someone's cup, you piece of shit.
If I could pee in Harper's cup, I would. I'd be guilty. And you know what? I'd take the heat. I wouldn't care. Because you know what? At least that one, it would get likes.
It would.
There'd be people giving me high fives.
Oh, you know what's funny is, this is hilarious. Jody, when in Harper's office in Alberta, when she was there,
I know
took
this.
video of Harper's desk.
His American
and sitting
cup.
on his desk is a mug that has the seal of the United States of America on it.
On his
That's
heart-
the cup
on his-
he drinks his coffee out of, or
Hey.
coffee or other liquids. Who knows?
Oh my God.
Cup of pee.
Yeah, exactly.
Peagate.
He's really drinking the Kool-Aid.
That's it. Oh yeah, we should get him drinking the Kool-Aid.
That ain't Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that'll fix him. Oh my Lord. Okay, let's
28
watch.
Dab says it's probably the tears of small children in his mouth.
28 dabs, you got it, brother.
Yes.
Yeah, tears
Yes.
of immigrants.
Yeah.
Small children.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, let's watch another video. This is the I haven't even watched it, but I think I know it. It's the drive-through marijuana prank, video number 1.
He hasn't watched it. He thinks he knows what it is.
Yeah, I
Could
think
be a
I
different
do.
prank.
It's the one where puts it in the bag. Yeah. I saw this one before. I know what it is. Check it out. It's fun. We're gonna smoke more hash. Hey, Melissa, what are you doing over there on your phone?
Sexting? Oh, there's an ad for Netflix. These damn Netflix ads. All right, now we skipped it.
Welcome to Big Doss TV. This is the drive-through marijuana prank. And can I have extra napkins, please? Extra napkins? Thank you. not sure if I should grab this, but there's a bag of weed.
In the bag?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't order a side of weed or anything. So.
You put that in the bag because we couldn't have put it in the bag.
It was in the bag.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give away. What should I do with it?
I mean, I'll take it back. You don't want it.
You'll take it?
Yeah,
all right.
and give it to the authorities.
Okay.
You serious?
Yeah, give it to the authorities. Yeah, I didn't order a side of weed.
Okay. Well, what I can do is, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and call over the Park PD. I'll have them come out.
Ma'am, there's a bag of weed in here. Are you going to smoke it?
No, I ain't gonna smoke. Hold on. I got a problem with that. You just came to the window? You and I both know this is regular, right? And you and I both know you put that in there.
Yeah.
And you just pulled these legs
I'm
out.
just pulling a prank. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, bro.
Whoa.
What happened? Soft taco?
No, it's
Huh?
bag of weed.
Let's see that. Is that marijuana?
Yeah, dude.
In your food?
Yeah.
I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
Have a good day.
And can I get some honey mustard, please?
What's that?
Weed?
What's that in the
Marijuana?
bag?
Yeah.
One moment.
I was just sitting in there.
Yeah, it was just in my bag.
It's fucked up, dude. I didn't put anything in there. I just grabbed the bag from my kitchen and just fucking gave it to you. You saw me do it.
You saw me see the weed in here, too.
Yeah, I saw you see it in there. It's not yours? You're sure you're not like...
Is it yours?
No, it's not mine, bro. If it was mine, I'd probably want it or something. If I was mine, you know. I don't want it. I was just like, let me see that so I could, like, see if it's really weed. Let me see it. I won't take it, I promise. I'll give it right back.
No, man, I'm just kidding. I'm just pulling a prank.
Ah, you motherfucker!
I'm just playing, bro. Hey.
That was hilarious.
Hey, take it easy, man.
Alright. See you later.
I'm tripping balls.
I thought someone stepped on the
Those are
couch.
funny hiccups. Dinosaur hiccups?
It sounds
Wow.
like something.
The pterodactyl?
So that's a pretty good drive-through marijuana prank, I thought. Yeah. Kind of good, kind of fun. I like the fact that all the people's reactions are like positive. They're like, "Fuck,
They were funny.
is that my shit?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
maybe you're high.
That's
dude.
hilarious. That would be my reaction too. Like, "Oh fuck." You're like, "Oh, dude, meet you after matcha. Come by, I'll get off in an hour. Come by, I'll match you, dude. Yo."
I need to confiscate this for
No, for confiscate. No,
reporting
yeah.
the incident to management.
Or it'd be
McDonald's
like,
testing, backroom testing.
actually,
Yeah, backroom
they're more
testing.
like I'd be looking at it and go, that doesn't look
It's
very good to
McWeed.
me. This
Yeah,
sure-
this is
I got better
bomb.
shit than that. That's what I'd be like, is that mine? No, that's not mine. I got better fucking.
I've never tried a mixed strain before. Mick Kush? They should have a Mick Kush.
McCush. I'll have the burger with the extra cabbage.
Yeah, a Big Mac with Mick Kush.
Devil's lettuce.
Or Mc-
Devil's lettuce.
the devil's lettuce. Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. We'll have to use that. There's our reefer madness term.
Oh, your sign's blowing.
Sign's blowing. Oh yeah, I just felt a big puff of
It's
wind.
like a sail.
It's
The
nice.
couch will start moving across
Yeah.
the room.
We can close that door actually.
I like, it's not, or unless you guys want to.
Yeah, no, because it's getting dark. I think
okay.
that we're gonna get a blow going through here. It's picking up.
Hopefully.
I think Harper must be in town. Actually, I believe Harper is in town today.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
There's hot air blowing through.
I think. That's right. He is here in town today. He's in Vancouver. Well, they have to spend a lot more time in BC because they're thinking that BC is going to be a big decider in the election, and BC is like extremely anti-conservative right now. All the province is like they're saying the polls,
Seems
but they're
interesting.
saying the early results. They're saying that the Conservatives are going to get the shit kicked out of them in BC.
Well, I wonder if maybe that's why it was not possible for me to register with my BC ID.
That's like no, because that's Elections Canada, and they can't get into
the
that.
Elections Act was
Harper
put in
hack.
by Harper.
Yeah.
Well, the Harper government.
Yeah, but they still don't have anything to do with running the stuff, like their website and their web design. All that stuff is
That
done
is a
in.
fuck
That's
up.
in-house
That's a
Elections
weird
BC.
thing, though.
It is a
And
really
if you
weird thing.
phone them,
I would be
and
interested
I would
to
call
know
them
why
because they
that
are
is.
really good at getting back to you. They're like really cool. They're like, and they'll probably be like, thanks, we'll
She's gonna
fix
go
it.
down the street
They
to
will
the-
jump on it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go down the street to the elections office. Since
Yeah.
I have like the weird ID situation
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
just check it out.
Just show up. That's what and you'll get great service. Like anytime I've dealt with the elections offices, like either the BC elections office or the federal, because I ran in a couple of elections, so I had to go in and get candidates packs, and like throughout the elections, dealt with the elections officers, returning officers. I've had a lot of experience with Elections Canada and Elections BC, and they're really helpful people. They're really kind of, if you talk to them about like, oh fuck, let's drag what the government did to you guys, they're like, yeah, you can tell they're like, they want to say something, but they're not
Can't talk
allowed
about
to.
that
They
either.
can't talk about that either. But you could just, you can see they're so like they're nice to know that people are apathetic. They can kind of like,
Yeah.
thanks for being there for us. We understand your plight, and we'll do what we can to help
Yeah.
you, so you can vote.
Yeah.
That's their job. Is just to get people to vote.
All the public servants want somebody other than Harper in there.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
got, there's a
they're
whole bunch of them. Even the like prison people, whoever, the cops, everybody.
to use the word miffed.
Yeah.
They're highly miffed.
They're a little pissed.
Miffy is showing her ears.
Everybody wants Harper
That's
out.
bad. Look out, Harper. Miffy's showing her ears. You're in fucking deep shit. Arr. Hey, did you know that it's Julie Kavner's birthday today?
Sorry, whose birthday?
Julie Kavner,
No, I didn't know
voice
that.
of Marge Simpson.
I do know who that is.
Yes. Happy birthday, Julie Kavner.
Happy
I'm not
birthday.
sure how old she
Not
is, but
only
I
the
do
voice
know
of
that it's her
Marge.
birthday today.
Does the voice of Patty and Selma as well.
Patty and Selma's voice as well. That's right. That's right. So we wish her a very happy birthday.
That's very cool.
Being Simpsons fans that we are.
I'm a huge
Yes.
Simpsons fan.
Big
Still going.
So that's
Show's
why
still
I
on.
said, there, look, Stoner Advisory's holding her arm. She's got
She's
the
got a
tat.
Bart
Put the
tattoo.
tat on. There you go. She got Bart, badass Bart, smoking. I like it.
Smoking Bart. That's awesome.
Yo,
rad.
what's that? That's Bart's. Yo, blunt dude.
Smells like Otto's jacket.
Smells like Otto's jacket.
You should get that put underneath it.
Actually,
Yeah.
I want to get one of those shirts that across the back of the shoulders that it just said, "Drug money pays my bills." Oh, freaking yeah! When it had like a big weed leaf on it, to be
I
so
like
people
it.
understood, like it wasn't like lines of powder.
You know, the Simpsons episode that I think is very, very cool is the one where Homer has to use medical marijuana.
Oh, that's a
And
class.
he gets like his eyes get caked over from like birds pecking out his eyes or something. But in a scene in it, they have a rally, a marijuana rally,
Yeah.
and they have it at their city hall or whatever. But they have the two lions on either side. They have a stage set up on the front stairs of their like. It looks
Right.
just like the
Like
one
it's
in
420.
Vancouver. I'm pretty sure it was modeled after our 420 rallies.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because the lions and everything, it's pretty cool.
I remember we watched that episode actually not long after 420, and I remember watching it and us being like, "That's pretty much what just happened." Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
because the
It looks the
pictures
exact
from
same.
our 420 are iconic. They're everywhere on the web. Everybody's like, "Holy fuck, yeah." So, yeah, no, that was a major one for sure.
Pretty cool that The Simpsons is watching us.
Yeah.
And I also like the other classic pot episode from Family Guy.
Me too. That's
where
a great
Brian
one.
and Stewie do the bag of weed song.
All you need is a bag of weed.
Everybody's better with a bag of weed. Bag of weed, a bag of weed. Everything's better with a bag of weed.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
It is a good one.
That's another classic. I mean, and these are two completely separate animators, two different shows, creators, and they're both like total pro pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same company, though.
Yeah.
Fox.
Fox. Well, that's just where they got their shit on.
Yeah.
Fox is basically buying it off them, so that doesn't mean nothing.
And
That's
Fox
just
doesn't
the buyer.
decide what goes on the
no,
show.
no, they're just the buyer.
Also, if you remember, Family Guy was canceled, and the people brought it back.
Do you know why it was canceled?
I can't remember. It was
I
so
know
long
why.
ago, but fill us in.
Because
Fill us in.
no, what's his name? The creator,
Seth
MacFarlane, was demanding that they use the full orchestra for the music, and they wanted to use the condensed, canned music, and he was adamant, no. So they canceled it over that.
But
Yes,
you know what
that
the
was
thing
the
is, though?
original reason Family Guy, partially, but that was a big part of one of the big disputes that there was
They were
between the
trying to
network.
flex.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay for it was at a big expense to use a full orchestra, and he was like, no, this makes the show work.
People love it
Yeah,
too much.
the thing is, it is actually part of what is so cool about Family Guy. Like, my favorite episodes are the Brian and Stewie episodes when they have
great.
these, like, crazy musical productions. And the thing is, it would probably be a lot more gimmicky if it just had that kind of, like, tin can, like, a few people.
It would be.
really,
loves
it
that
changes
music.
the quality
He likes to
so
sing.
much.
he likes
It's
to sing.
awesome.
He likes-
He's good at it.
He's
Yeah,
good.
he is.
He's having fun.
He's got a great voice.
And you know what? It's so much fun to watch. As someone who loves music, I love to sing, I love to dance, I love musicals. I love watching them. I think it's great. I think that I really think it adds a lot to it. So
have
I
either of you
understand
seen,
because people.
Carly,
have
have
grown
you
to
seen
love
the
it.
Seth MacFarlane movie about the cowboy? It's 1,000 Ways to Die in the Old West, I think it's called.
No, I haven't.
If you want to see a hilarious musical number, in that one, they do a musical number with NPH. Neil Patrick Harris is
That sounds
the
like a
bad
good
guy.
movie for us.
And they do a song about mustaches.
I think I have seen that. We should pull that up for the
It's
show.
hilarious. I could pull it up.
No, next week maybe. We'll remind me. I think we'll get that on the show. That should be fun.
Mustachios.
The Banditos. Just finished watching. Speaking of shows, I just finished watching the first season of Narcos, which was I highly recommend it if you're into that sort of thing. I thought it was pretty good. The only problem I could see with it was the some of the cars. The years were wrong. They used a lot of some of the BMWs in the scenes. I was like, wait a minute, that car's too new for that.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's
think
funny.
so. But that's just because I'm a car guy.
Continuity mistakes. Mick's like, they didn't have that shade of paint yet, man.
Yeah, the colors,
That's
right? Yeah.
mint green, not off.
That's
yeah,
not. Yeah,
regular green.
Off Ranger Green.
That's not a yellow cedar
Off
green, man.
Ranger Green.
That's
I like
green
that
number
color.
52, not green number 51, man.
That didn't come out till 1987.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it was pretty good. I enjoy it. It's a good story, and it does give a little bit of insight. It's kind of cool. I enjoyed watching it. I'm looking forward to season 2 when it comes out. The old Netflix. Hey, look at this. It's 1:45. We're almost done with today's big show.
I'm looking forward to a sandwich after the show.
A sandwich. Me too. I don't know where. We'll send out. We should send out for Chinese during the show one day and just have Chinese food delivered on the show.
That'd be cool.
We should pre-order it and have it to say, can you bring it
Pizza.
by at so and so time, and just pre-order it and tell them so they have time
So
and
you can
everything.
eat it on the show, noodles hanging out of your mouth while you're talking. It'd be
So we'll
fantastic.
mumble a whole bunch.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll mumble lots.
Yeah, sweet
And
sour pork balls hanging
and
out of
drop
its
food
mouth.
everywhere and
Make everyone
Garlic pork.
jealous. It's delicious.
Sweet and sour chicken balls. I didn't know
okay.
chickens had balls.
Here's
Like
another.
Grandpa's joke.
Let's look at another video. This is a someone's first marijuana grow with a 400-watt HPS. Cream caramel is the I am assuming is the strain. Psychodelica. This is a time lapse, number 5 in there in the list of videos. But yeah, check it out. 'Cause, I figured, today's show we'd bring back some grow vids and just for snicks, because I don't. People have been complaining. You don't have enough grow stuff on your show, Opus.
Playing too many songs by cute girls.
I know. Yeah. Well, it's the way it goes.
We like cute girls.
Yeah.
We like cute girls.
We like cute girls.
And great voices on those cute girls too.
Oh yeah, that blonde girl, she can wail.
Okay, here's the video.
Excuse me while I light it. I smoke the spliff and I like it. This little song I got to write it. It felt so good, it felt so right. I was smoking ganja all night. I smoke the spliff and I like it. I like it. Nothing else can dare compare to my marijuana. Oh, I keep longing just to see the ganja fauna. Speeding 120 on the highway. While smoking in the breeze. Got pain, thank God it's Friday. Never give up about the police. I smoke the sleep and I like it. Excuse me while I light it. I smoke the sleep and I like it. This little song I got to write it. It felt so good, it felt so right. I was smoking ganja all night. I smoke the sleep and I like it. Alright, tell them I got 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 pound of ganja. The asha want me dashing and me clean khaki. Red, gold and green me marky. And me hail the highest I shed monarchy. Babylon I call them Jeep and walkie-talkie. And so me smoke ganja enough them some my eye darky. Me go cut up every bud and no stack it. And the chalice me a pass it. I smoke the spliff and I like it. Excuse me while I light it. I smoke the spliff and I like it. This little song I got to write it. It felt so good, it felt so right. I was smoking ganja all night. I smoked the spliff and I like it. I got this lovely piece of hash from my neighbor. Let's smoke some weed together, girl. Taste the flavor. Marijuana makes you so high, until you feel like you wanna fly.
You're back.
Have we been getting merds mixed up? I don't know anything about that. Okay, what else we got going on today? What's going on? What do you have going on? Oh, well, you already told us. You have a photo shoot going on tomorrow.
Yeah, and I have another photo shoot coming up for a different clothing brand.
For a different clothing brand.
Yeah,
What brand
I'm
is
talking to
that?
a lot of clothing brands right now. The second brand I'm doing a shoot for is Canna Clothing Club, which has some pretty cool stuff. Activist-run brand. And I also have an interview on Wednesday with Madison from Miss Mary Jane Co., which some people may know. It's pretty well-known, like Stoner Girl brand name. It's got some really cool designs.
I like her stuff.
I'm really excited to talk to her.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff there.
Yeah.
All the stuff is cool, but
Right on.
I like the stuff
I'm
we're
only
shooting
talking
with
to the
tomorrow.
Cool brands.
I like
Only
the stuff
talking
that
to
we
the
shot
cool
in
brands.
yesterday and that one.
Yeah.
The baseball one with
yeah.
the 420. There's
What?
a lot of shirts that say 420 and have 420 related stuff on them.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know what size you are, Opus, so you can rock one on the show sometime.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, well, that sounds like good fun. I know I spoke to, what's his name, Dirty Dave. He was talking about bringing some sponsorship to the show, but I never heard back from him. I have to get a hold of him on Facebook or something, I guess. But I have the one Dirty Dave shirt that, I got a couple. I got a tee, but I also got that black one with the plant manager that Redbeard was kind enough to lay on me. Because I know he sponsors the Redbeard show. Maybe he's interested in sponsoring this show too. Hey, look, happy campers. More people coming in the lounge to kick back and enjoy.
Smoke some weed.
Smoke something.
Amsterdam.
Yep. Here on the pot block. Do we still call it the pot block?
307 West
We call it
Hastings.
the pot block.
We do call
It is still the pop block.
We're
Yes.
still the
Hell
pot
yeah.
block? All right, good enough. Anyhow, that's pretty much the show for today. Gonna
Nice
wrap
work,
it up
guys.
here, and as always, Wednesday, yes, from Under the Seed Desk with Marijuana Man. Friday, Jeremiah will be back with CCN News right here in this very lounge. Saturday, it's the Redbeard Show. Yes, hot glass. Don't get any on you. It's good shit. And I know he was doing some cool stuff last week, some sort of retro stuff, which I was like, totally, I missed the old retro pipes, the sidecars and the hammer pipes. Man, I missed that stuff. The
Back
inside
to the
out
old
glass.
school last Saturday.
Reverse
You can
wig wags.
Watch the shows, all the repeat episodes on Pot TV's
Yep.
website, pot.tv.
And hey, congratulations, Vapor Central reopening. I hear the place is looking good. It looks pretty cool online. And glad
Sarah Hanlon show's on right now.
Sarah Hanlon show. She's probably just ending her show right now. Same as me.
Catch the
Hi,
last
Sarah. Are
10
you
minutes.
watching? I don't know. We're not watching you. So
Yeah.
we should do that one day and have like a back and forth if we could. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to post the episode of her show up
All
there.
right. Anyways, until next week, I just want to thank you all for tuning in. And and congratulations to our winner. Be sure to send me your mailing info if you want these books. We'll send them out to you. Email me at the420lifestyleshow@gmail.com. We'll get that stuff to you. And hey,
And is that email address with the number 420 or
yes,
is it
the
word?
number. It's the number 420 and then lifestyleshow@gmail.
Because sometimes you have it spelled out, too.
Yeah, no, it's just the way the
Yeah.
logo is on the banner.
Yeah.
So till next week, cultivate your freedom.